And this is Bracket C of the Top Gun tournament for AirMech. The winner of this will be dubbed by me the AirMech's, the Top Gun of AirMech. What that means, you guys can interpret that. But this is going to be the first game of this bracket between the Carbon player on the left side, Akroz, in the Steampunk Warthog, and WolfCuB on the right side, the green player in the Easter Osprey. We are going to have it. We're going to have a Hog versus Osprey play here, or game. And this is game one, best of three. Twin Peaks is starting map for this quarterfinal round. And two rebels out on the field for WolfCuB in defense. Akroz going full levelers at first, so he is not going with moneymakers yet. And he is definitely still going rebel, and he is going leveler hog. Obviously, WolfCuB has you know. I'm sure WolfCuB knows how to deal with this to an extent, but the way that Akroz... Okay, and they are both going for top, so that's one big thing. They are both going for top. So they are going pretty much for the more powerful, more likely scenario. Like if you take top, you can definitely take top faster than bottom, and you know, both players finishing off their neutrals after pregame ends for that experience. But yeah, you can definitely take top faster than bottom. Oh, and Akroz is experiencing lag. Look at that, it is 3-1-1. That is a little bit crazy. This might go a little bit longer than we would like, but Akroz immediately going for rebels at the front door. WolfCuB going to drop a blocking Longhorn, and Akroz using that as a distraction. Will be able to snipe a moneymaker. Will be able to... No, he won't go for another unit. Oh, and he does level up on the way back, so he probably could have stayed a little bit longer. Dropped some rebels here for blocking purposes, just in case, I guess, and also against whatever WolfCuB might drop to attack that front door. But now Akroz trying to snipe a moneymaker here at the bottom of this green fort. Let's see if WolfCuB can actually save this. No, he does not save it in time. Akroz did get a successful harassment right there off, and now queuing up more rebels and more rebels. WolfCuB dropping the boo because he lost that moneymaker. So he's already lost two moneymakers, so he is definitely behind. Well, let's not put it that way, because Akroz is not going moneymaker build, so it's different kind of economy. Akroz is already level 3, will probably hit level 4 anytime right now. WolfCuB is only level 2, and WolfCuB just trying to go for that top. Akroz not really going for the top the way that I thought he was going to. He is going really harass heavy, and WolfCuB trying to attack here. Has been able to clear this T99. I would really like to see more going down by WolfCuB, but he really has to deal with these distractions by Akroz, and Akroz almost able to get that Longhorn, but that charge up time for that, that spin up time for that that Warthog fire, that Warthog minigun, Gatling gun actually I think is the proper term, is takes a little bit longer to fire than a normal mech, and was not able to finish off that Longhorn from behind. But now WolfCuB trying to deal with these rebels at Akroz, that Akroz has dropped at his front door, and has gotten pretty good blocking off. But you know, every little bit of life is just that many less credits that you will hit when you you know, when halftime comes. And now WolfCuB. Okay, Akroz now starting to work on the bottom just by himself, just with his Warthog only. That's pretty crazy, but as a leveler hog, might be actually able to pull this off if he does hit a level up. He definitely has his eye on his experience bar, and now WolfCuB does scout that that Akroz is going for the bottom. So now WolfCuB is starting to move up a little bit further to this mid. I guess this is kind of the mid for Twin Peaks. But oh, loses another moneymaker where he could have saved it. Oh, that's a little bit tragic. But I mean, it's not that horrible. He can rebuild and definitely does have a lot more credits than someone that's going a straight up leveler build. And Akroz honestly doesn't really need as many credits if he's just going straight up rebel, and he can actually kill quite a lot of units here just from his Warthog fire, especially the leveler hog. Already hits level 5, but WolfCuB's doing a great job saving his units, so Akroz isn't leveling up as fast as I guess he would have wanted to, or I know anyone who's playing a leveler hog build would want to. But now going again with more rebel harass, it's just constant attack from Akroz. WolfCuB, I don't know if WolfCuB is thinking about doing you know, aggression and attack on Akroz's side of his own, but Akroz is controlling the action in this entire map. Will be able to, oh, got that one Longhorn, does level up one more time, so doesn't need to go anywhere right now. He was able to neutralize that outpost, so WolfCuB does have to back out, which he does, and now queuing up some more probes, but not some more probes, but some probes to take this outpost. I don't know though if he can really hold it, because there's still quite a lot of there's still these two neutrals here, and Akroz with that Warthog will actually be able to kill quite a lot. And now sending some rebels out. These neutrals were killed a while ago, And at this point, it's 71 to 49. Akroz has a higher unit count, or at least upkeep count, than WolfCuB, which is a little ridiculous. Once again, a no MM build against a Moneymaker build. I don't see it. I mean, Akroz does have these out on the field, but he hasn't actually socketed them yet. He's kind of waiting till he gets that top outpost to socket those Moneymakers, and he's actually doing a pretty damn good job here, clearing WolfCuB's units, able to finish off that T99. And now, actually, but WolfCuB has a lot of units sitting over here. Just need to bring some infantry to take this. And yes, he has probes queued up. And now Akroz is bringing more rebels. I really don't need to say what he's bringing. I guess I could just say he's bringing more stuff. You can pretty much assume it's rebels because that's the only thing he can actually make. But WolfCuB keeping everything alive. That level difference is not as big as you would want to do if you are going a leveler hog. It is 5 to 6, so Akroz is definitely behind here. And now WolfCuB has been able to even out the upkeep, so it's 67 to 63. Akroz with that Armillo trailing behind him. And WolfCuB almost able to finish off Akroz here, but Akroz taking a really wide flight path, so WolfCuB was not able to kill him. But look at all the rebels down on the field right now. 14, 15 out on the field, 4 more in queue for Akroz, and WolfCuB has been able to take this top mid. Lots of Seekers because of that Warthog. You don't want that hog to do, you know, whatever it can, because its damage is so high, and honestly they do fly really freaking fast. And they actually are able to just snipe Seekers, straight up Seekers, right out from under you if you can, if you expose the back. But now WolfCuB doing rebel spam of his own, going for his bottom to prevent Akroz from eventually taking that full power, I guess. And now Akroz going for more. I mean, Akroz is pretty much playing the exact same kind of method the entire game. He just needs to drop rebels either for distraction or for DPS help, and then just kill what he can, and just needs to make sure that what he kills outweighs the rebels that he loses. And now WolfCuB does have to chase him away. What did he kill just now? Did he kill just a rebel? Yeah, he just killed a rebel, wasting 2 on a no MM build. Definitely something that is a little bit detrimental. And now Akroz still trying to go with I mean, why does he have so many rebels littered out over here? I mean, the only thing that I can think of, obviously he's not sending them down for defense. He will probably eventually do a mass command send and set them all on capture or attack or something like that. And yeah, Akroz still going for this bottom with no units, already leveling up to level 8, so definitely has a huge unit advantage. WolfCuB still only level 5, more rebels coming out for WolfCuB, but it's 80 to 90. I don't know how much upkeep that rebels take, but I'm assuming it's a lot. It's about the same number of units out on the field right now, 29 to 32. But Akroz throws up turtle. Are you turtling or something like that? So now it is nearing halftime. So Akroz doing a little bit of air to ground to get some damage off that on that fort. And now is queuing up bombs. Now going with his second unit that he brought with him, and I guess brought the bot spawners probably just in case this hits quarter 4 or later, just because he needs a late game alternative to someone who brings goalies. And now coming up with more bombs. Actually will probably kill a lot of these rebels with his air to ground and with those bombs. Actually really effective there. But now WolfCuB does come back and heal some stuff up. But Akroz will be able to just continue his assault there on the bottom. WolfCuB bringing probes to take this outpost. Hopefully for him it will stay under his control. There are a lot of neutral units on the other side. And only 2 bulbs up. Oh, I think this will go down. Akroz is firing at it as well. So WolfCuB with some wasted probes there. Fortunately for him, at least it gave him experience for capturing that outpost. But now WolfCuB now trying to take this bottom, I guess he feels like top is secure, but Akroz actually was able to neutralize it, and with those rebels, and might actually be able to finish off quite a lot of those units. I would like to see this match actually hit quarter 4. So I can see Akroz spam those bot spawners. On Twin Peaks, obviously you're not going to get the same kind of numbers as you could on Dual Chasm or Nesthorn or something like that, but it still will be quite devastating. WolfCuB, fortunately for WolfCuB, does have bombs, but he's still having quite a hard time dealing with all of the damage, all the DPS that Akroz is putting down, and does get finished off in the air by Akroz. So now Akroz has a little bit of time to see what he can do here, and does decide to push out with some rebels. WolfCuB not coming back to the fight, obviously doesn't have enough credits to spend, and actually Akroz has a massive credit bank right now. It is 22,000 to 2,700 right now, and you know, in terms of the upkeep, it's pretty darn close. WolfCuB has a little bit more than 20 than Akroz out on the field, but Akroz definitely has you know, has his methods right now. What he's doing is keeping WolfCuB at bay, even though he has such a huge you know, difference in upkeep. And you know, out on the field, units out on the field, and has been able to finish off a lot of these green units out on the field, on the bottom right for WolfCuB, and now WolfCuB able to actually take this outpost. Let's see if he can hold it. I don't know where Akroz will decide to concentrate his fire, using air to ground there to finish off that. Oh yeah, he does, but WolfCuB almost able to kill him in the air, but when he comes back, but Akroz not getting finished off there. Okay, yeah, holy crap. WolfCuB now bringing rebels of his own. I don't see this as being very good for Akroz at this point. Akroz is kind of going with the poke and prod play. He doesn't have anything that will really benefit his high level. He doesn't have goalies in his loadout, so he wasn't able to really rush to goalies using the traditional leveler build. He was pretty much using the levelers as a normal leveler hog play. And what is wrong with you, client? Always stealing the camera away from me. But now WolfCuB will probably be able to take this bottom. It's looking a little dire for Akroz. Just not going with a standard build, going with rebel spam build, not going with moneymakers, going with levelers instead. And at this point, it's just a little bit hard to keep up with the amount of units that WolfCuB has out on the field. Now going out for a mass send of rebels. He's probably setting every single thing on T, so these are going up to the top, which will probably be finished off by those units. And now Akroz trying to you know, successfully do his rebel spam. If you guys keep track of the forums, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Yeah, these rebels are going everywhere. WolfCuB is going to have a little bit hard time dealing with where, you know, the coverage of the map that they are going to, and Akroz actually tearing it up, killing a lot of rebels and a few Longhorn as well down here with his level 10 Warthog. Already has full ability points, already maxed out. Now just has to max out his creeps, and at this point Akroz is still behind. It's you know, even though it is a little hard to deal with this rebel spam plus leveler hog, WolfCuB is actually doing a pretty good job keeping everything alive with his heal. And I do see this game eventually going to WolfCuB. We are at the halftime stage, so the heal is going down, and since both players are at full health, the money is going down. Akroz deciding to switch out those levelers for the moneymakers. Let's see if this actually helps him. I don't really think he needs the levels anymore. He's already level 10, so the moneymakers will definitely help him. I would like to see him put even more down so he can probably even up this game with WolfCuB. But now WolfCuB does have pretty much all the non-friendly outposts under his control, and Akroz again sending out rebels, but only a build queue's worth. So how effective that will be, we shall see. But I don't think it will be that effective. WolfCuB will definitely be able to deal with these, especially because there weren't so many. Already had Longhorn out on the field. So what can Akroz do at this point? I really don't know. He really does, I guess, need to wait for late game once he can spam bot spawners. Once quarter 4 hits in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, the game, you know, the game flow might turn. The tides might turn. I don't know. I can only guess at this point. These players are leagues above me in skill level. I have no idea what they're planning. But WolfCuB playing pretty standard Osprey, solid Osprey play, and it's definitely enough to overcome this rebel spam that Akroz has that Akroz is doing. 23 rebels out in the field with two more coming out for Akroz. Let's see if he can actually use all of them at the same time to his advantage, but now going for this fort and actually not able to snipe that moneymaker before WolfCuB is able to come back to it. Now it does have to run away, and WolfCuB is not going to be able to finish him off there. All those secret missiles following him, but WolfCuB has a huge advantage. He just needs to come out with more units so he can actually push up on Akroz's fort, which is pretty much defended with the rebels. And at this point, if WolfCuB pushes up, the Longhorn are going to be quite distracted, and Akroz is going to have a lot of units to block. So it's not really something that WolfCuB is going to be doing sometime soon. He is just playing it safe, leapfrogging it up, going to be able to get a lot of heal on these Longhorn, and it will be pretty much impossible for Akroz to snipe anything out from under WolfCuB especially with these numbers here. I don't know if did he put a lot of Seekers down here? Yeah, he has a couple Seekers, so Akroz won't be able to just sit there and air to ground. And now Akroz is switching out his levelers from Moneymakers, so now does have 5 Moneymakers out on the field, only has 1 more leveler out on the field, but that is not even socketed. But Akroz did go down to those enemy Longhorn. And at this point, I think it is WolfCuB that will start to move up even further to that close or for that fort. He scouts both. He is making a quite careful, calculated decision. Already moved up quite a lot with these units over here. So let's see how fast WolfCuB can actually do this, or if Akroz can make his way back with a lot of rebel spam. I would think that doing a little bit of front door hero hogging or something like that would force WolfCuB to reallocate his units. But honestly, WolfCuB has already enough units over here at that front door, at that fort, to defend enough against whatever Akroz might want to bring. So at this point, it's just WolfCuB just has to play it safe, play the waiting game, move it up, kill whatever units he can, heal up whatever units he can, and eventually he will be able to creep up on Akroz's fort and get this finish. And now WolfCuB just doing more of the same. A lot of Seekers out on the field just because Akroz is that hog that can pretty much kill units by himself. It's pretty similar to playing like a bomber, or to defending against the bomber. You really need to prevent that mech from staying in that area, and that will allow you to really take away the majority of the power of that mech. And at this point, WolfCuB already now leapfrogged up a couple of Longhorn here to this front area, and Akroz is really desperately trying to defend. Has still all 4 of his Moneymakers. Okay, 1 finally got killed just now, but Akroz trying to block what he can. But now WolfCuB coming up. Level 10 Osprey can carry 3, count them 3, with level 3 carry upgrade at a time, and so WolfCuB will definitely be able to get this finish. We'll probably start to set some on attack. Our Akroz only has 7 rebels left on the field, 5 in queue. We'll probably drop them now, but they will die very fast to those Longhorn. And WolfCuB hasn't even set any to attack. None of them are focusing on the fort. All of them are just focusing on enemy units. Akroz hasn't actually lost too much life because Longhorn have all been firing at the rebels that Akroz has dropped instead of the fort. Oh, and now WolfCuB does do a mass command. Now they all will start to focus on that fort, and Akroz's life is going down really fast. This is going to be over pretty soon, and defeat goes to the Carbon side. Akroz going down. WolfCuB taking this round 1 of the quarterfinals.